राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा गोपी जन बल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदा यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन यमुना तीरावतारी यमुना तीरावतारी यमुना तीरावतारी तीरा जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय प्रभु पद जय प्रभु पद प्रभु पद जय प्रभु पद जय प्रभु पद प्रभुपाद की जय भागवतम की जय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायण नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 12. कितना नंबर 19 नंबर टेक्स्ट नंबर 19 19 में है नंबर 19 chapter 12 verse number 19. तपसैव परम ज्योतिर् भगवन्तमधोक्षजम् सर्वभूतगुहावास अंजसा विन्दते पुमान् तपसैव परम ज्योतिर् भगवन्तमधोक्षजम् सर्वभूतगुहावास अंजसा विन्दते पुमान् तपसैव परं ज्योतिर् भगवन्तमदोत्सजम् 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 सर्वभूतगुहावास विन्दते पुमान् word by word translation and support by His Divine Grace of Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Tapasa by penance, eva only, param the supreme, jyoti light, bhagavantam unto the personality of Godhead, adoksajam he who is beyond the approach of senses, sarva bhuta guhavasam residing in the heart of all living entities. Anjasa completely Vindate can know Kuman a person. Translation. By penance only can one even approach the personality of Godhead, who is within the heart of every living entity and at the same time beyond the reach of all the senses. So this verse is with Brahma telling Lord Shiva to get into the penance and austerity because Lord Shiva created various living entities by his, and they were all his natures very curious and they were dangerous. They even attacked Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. So that's why they were devastating. They were almost swallowing up the universe. So Brahmaji said, don't create any more population. They are not useful. So it's better to situate yourself to penance and austerities, and this way try to attract the attention of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So this is the verse that Brahma is telling again to Shiva uh, to engage in the penances and austerities. The penance can only even by penance you can approach the personality of Godhead who is within the heart of every living entity, and at the same time beyond the reach of all senses. The Lord is in the heart of everyone, but yet he is not approachable by senses. Suppose Rudra was advised by Brahma to perform penance as an example to his sons and followers that penance is necessary for attaining the favor of the personality of God. Rudra is given advice by Brahma to engage in the penance and austerity, and so that other sons and daughters or whoever comes from the later on from Brahma and in his creation, then they can take a good lesson. And this is the only way to achieve the 30% is Godhead, and there is no other way. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that the common mass of people follow the path shown by an authority. Either that authority Sheshta Satyadevi Taru Jana Sai Pramanam Kirite Lotus Tadanvartate. So, as the great person follows the certain path, common people follow it. So, whatever standard set by a great personality followed by common people. So the same thing is done over here. Whatever standard is set by Rudra, common people will follow it. That's why penances and austerities are necessary. Thus, Brahma, disgusted with the Rudra generations and afraid of being devoured by the increase of population, asked Rudra to stop producing such an unwanted generation and take to penance for attaining the favor of the Supreme Lord. So, Brahma saw how uh, Rudra expanding the population disgusted Brahma because they were not of a peaceful nature. They were very fearful and they want to devastate the universe. That's why Brahma asked Shiva to stop producing such unwanted generation and take to the penance and authority to execute the Supreme Lord's favor. We find therefore in scriptures that Rudra is always sitting in meditation for the attainment of the favor of the Lord. So what does the Rudra do? He is always doing dhyana. He is in meditation to the Supreme Personality of Godhead almost always. Indirectly, the sons and followers of Rudra are advised to stop the business of annihilation, following the Rudra principles while the peaceful creation of Brahma is going on. If Brahma wants to create population to expand the universe, but Rudra population created such a havoc that they were making part of. That's why Brahma asked them to stop the population for some time, and because the peaceful creation is going on while the Brahma lives. So austerity and penance is necessary to create population also. We want to generate people, then we need peaceful nature, people not angry and upset people that can make havoc in society. So that's why Brahma is asked to, Buddha is asked to stop the population that they were fighting nature and engage in it. Mateo Uvacha Krishna एवमात्मबुभाभिस्त परिक्रम्य गिरां पतिं बाणमिं नित्यमुमा मंत्र विवेश तपसेवनम्. Sri Maitreya said, thus Rudra having been ordered by Brahma, circumambulated his father, the master of the Vedas, addressing him with words of assent, he entered the forest to perform austere penances. So now Rudra obeys Brahma because he is the father. Rudra's father is also Brahma. So because he received such a order, so he obeyed the order and he circumambulated his father. And Brahma is the father, master of the Vedas. Brahma has gone through 3, 4 Vedas. He has studied the detail of the Vedas. That's why he is the master of the Vedas. And what did Rudra did? He addressed the next words for Brahma, and then he went to perform the austerities in the forest. When austerities and penances come, usually in Bhagavatam, devotees live in the forest and they think of God and they do all the penances and austerities. The same thing, Rudra also, instead of generating the population, when ordered by Brahma, he circumambulated the Brahma because he is the father of everybody, and then he went to the forest to perform the austerities. Text 21. Atha vidyayata sargam dasaputra prajagire bhagavat shakti yuktasya loka santana hetava. Brahma, who was empowered by the personality of Godhead, thought of generating living entities and begot 10 sons for the extension of the generation. So now again Brahma creating other rishis. So he created 4 Kumaras. They didn't want to get involved in family life. Then he created Rudra, and Rudra created a lot of population, but they were all dangerous types, fiery nature, so that disturbed the whole situation. Then they did fiery nature living as even attack Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva. So it was a peaceful creation. So now Brahma again starts to create a new generations of living entities. So these living entities we got 10 sons for the extension of the generation. 10 rishis is produced from various limbs of his body. So what are these 10 people? Mariti Pulasya Pulaha Kratu Vigu Vasishta Datyasta Rasama Satra Narada. So who are the rishis? Mariti Rishi, Atri Muni, Angira Rishi, Pulasya Muni, Pulaha Muni, Kratu Muni, Brigu Muni, Vasishta Muni, Daksha, and the 10 sons. 10th son Narada was just born. So Narada also comes from Brahma's body. Same way, all these 10 rishis, they are all rishis. We do not forget any other person but the rishis. They took birth in the Brahma's body. Suppose the whole process of the creation, maintenance, and dissolution of the cosmic manifestation is meant to give the conditioned soul a chance to go back home back to Godhead. Why is the creation take place? To give chance to living entities so that they develop a love of Godhead, and thus they go back home back to Godhead. For that reason, the Lord creates maintenance and dissolution the universe. That is the purpose of this whole thing of creation. Brahma created Rudra to help him in his creative endeavor, but for the very beginning, Rudra began to devour the whole creation, and thus he had to be stopped from such devastating activities. So, Rudra was created for the creating population, but his population were not in favor because they were of fiery nature. So that's why Rudra's creation started to devour the whole creation, and that's why it needs to be stopped. Brahma therefore created another set of good children who were mostly in favor of worldly creative activities. So these rishis, they are mostly, they want to perform austerities, penances for the creation, for the maintenance and dissolution of the world. So he created good children now. Brahma created 10 good children. He knew very well, however, that without devotional service to the Lord, there is hardly any benefit for the conditioned soul, and therefore he at least last created his worthy son Narada, who is the supreme spiritual master of all the transcendent ways. Although he created 10 rishis, including Narada, but Narada is the one who was full-fledged in devotional service. All others were rishis, where they did the rishi work, understanding knowledge and suffering austerity, sacrifices. So while the Narada Rishi is the spiritual master of the entire world, without devotional service to the Lord, one cannot make progress in any department of activity. So if the devotional service is not there, then no one can practice, no one can advance in spiritual activity. One cannot make the progress in any department, any activity you do, any department you are placed, you cannot make any further progress unless you know the actual spiritual truth. Although the path of devotional service is always independent of anything material, the path of devotional service has no dependence on anything. Only the transcendental loving service of the Lord can deliver the real goal of life. And thus the service rendered by Sriman Narada Muni is the highest among all the sons of Brahma. The transcendental loving service can one deliver the real goal of life. If we want to get delivered to the spiritual planet, then transcendental loving service has to be there. And such a service is rendered by Narada Muni, and that's why it's there. And his service is considered the highest among all other services. Because Narada can go to the spiritual world and come back. He can meet the Lord anytime he wants to meet. And he can come back to this world also. Such is the power of Narada Muni. So that's why his bhakti is the highest than anybody's else. This is our among 10 munis, Narada is considered the highest because he complete surrender unto the Supreme Personality of God in the first. He was born from the heart of Him, and then he remained lifelong celibate, and that's why his bhakti is considered the highest. He instructed Narad, he instructed Deva, he instructed Prahlada, like this many people he instructed. So that's why his bhakti is considered the highest. Anybody among the Mariki, Asti, Andira, Kulasa, Kulaha, Prati, Puju, Pratishtha, Tattva. These are all rishis that take up one after another. Goes from our God. Verse 23. Uttanga narado jagye dachungushta swayambhuva pranada sishta sanjato bhrigustoti karat kratu. Narada was born from the deliberation of Brahma. Which is the best part of the body. Vasishtha was born from his breathing, Saksha from the thumb, Bhrigu from his touch, and Kratu from his hand. Kratu. So various munis appear from various limbs of his body. Narada is born from his chest. And Vasishtha from his breathing. Vasishtha Muni, which is also very popular, is the first from his breathing. Daksha Prajapati, which there is a narration of Daksha, like Daksha quarrels with Lord Shiva because yeah, Daksha, perfect, yeah, he's a perfect God. His endeavor later on proves to be unperfect because he criticized Lord Shiva. He criticized Lord Shiva and become angry about Lord Shiva's activities. That's why Lord Shiva created a demon, a great black demon, and that black demon went and he had a structure that one and was given a goat head. And this is how the instrument was placed. So at that time, structure, Tribhuman, Parshas, Lord Shiva associates that they will never become pure devotees, they will always remain in darkness. Then also Nandi, the carrier of Lord Shiva, Parshas, the Brahmanas, that they will have to beg alms from doer to doer, and they will remain in the cycle of birth and death. This is how first was now. And then later on, there was a fight by Lord Shiva's associates and the arena of justice that fight. So Shiva was killed, and finally again Lord Shiva comes and gives a life to Dr. Prajapati by joining the both he prays to Shiva and Brahma. So this is how Shakti is considered one of the great Prajapatis. He produced some first 10,000 Haryasurs and 1,000 Savalasurs. And they all became pure devotees of the Lord and went back from that by Narada. That's what that's what he created this god of things, created many daughters. His daughters got married and traditionally killed. So this is how population was increased by Bhakti. Daksha came from the Brahma's thumb, Vibhu from his thought, and Patu from his hand. Narada was born from the best deliberation of Brahma because Narada was able to deliver the Supreme Lord to anyone he liked. So what is the work of Narada? He can deliver anyone the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Such is his power. Anybody Narada wants to deliver, he will deliver because he has Supreme Lord. The Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be realized by any amount of Vedic knowledge or by any amount of financial. But the pure devotees of the Lord, like Narada, can deliver the Supreme Lord by his Guru will. In general, the Supreme Lord is unapproachable. But by the grace of the Narada, the Lord can be approachable. The very name Narada suggests that he can deliver the Supreme Lord. The word Narada means one who can deliver Supreme Lord to anybody. Nara means the Supreme Lord and the means one who can deliver. That is the meaning of Narada. Nara means one who can deliver. The means Supreme Lord. Narada. The the means one who can deliver. Nara means Supreme Lord. The message, also the Lord himself. He can deliver the Lord and he can deliver the message of the Lord. That commodity that can be delivered to any person, but he can deliver the Supreme Lord does not mean that the Lord is like a commodity that can be delivered to any person. It's not something you can just deliver from one place to another, but he has such a power, he can deliver the Supreme Lord. The Lord is not something you can just pick up and give it to somebody. But slowly, by instructions, if someone follows strictly the Narada's instructions, he can deliver the Lord. But Narada can deliver to anyone the transcendental loving service of the Lord as a servitor, friend, parent, or lover as one may desire, but out of one's own transcendental love for the Lord. Navada Bhakti, Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Artanam Bandhanam Dasyam Satyam Atma Nivedanam. So these 9 processes of devotional services are there. So Narada can deliver the Lord, one who follows these 9 processes of devotional service. He can easily tell you. He can achieve the Supreme Lord's grace. So that's why Narada is able to instruct anybody properly on this subject matter, how to follow this path of liberation. The various ways like the friend, parent, or lover, whatever one desires, one is equal loving service to the Lord. In other words, it is Narada only who can deliver the path of Bhakti Yoga, the highest mystic means to attainment of the Supreme Lord. So the highest mystic means to attain the Supreme Lord is the Bhakti Yoga. Among all other various yoga processes, Bhakti Yoga is the highest, and only Narada can give such an instruction. Usually all over the bhagavatam, wherever Narada instructs everybody on the path of Bhakti Yoga, and in this path liberation from the sexual bondage. So today, the name Narada we come to know. Nara means Nara means Supreme Lord, Da means one who can deliver. Supreme Lord, one who can deliver the Supreme Lord. For Narada. bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.